We look at the clock, we mark our calendars. We live our lives by a rhythm we call time. It seems to march forward relentlessly from past to present, then into the unknown future. This is our everyday experience, a straight line, a one-way street. But is this perception the whole truth? The cosmos has a habit of revealing that our common sense can be a rather poor guide to reality. What if time is not a simple arrow? Imagine time not as a river, but as a vast ocean. An ocean with currents, eddies, and depths we have yet to fathom. Or perhaps time is more like a great cosmic mirror, reflecting all moments, all possibilities simultaneously. In this grand reflection, past, present, and future might not be so rigidly separated. They might coexist, influencing each other in ways we are only beginning to dream about. Consider the universe. It is billions of years old. Our human timescale is but a fleeting instant in its immense lifespan. The journey to understand time is a journey into the heart of existence itself. If time is not strictly linear, could there be communication across its expanse? Think of ripples in a pond. A disturbance in one part of the water sends waves outwards. Could events in the future create ripples that travel backward in time? These would not be messages in bottles, but subtle influences, perhaps anomalies in our data, unexplained intuitions, the faint whispers of tomorrow echoing in the chambers of today. Scientists are explorers of the unknown. We search for patterns, for signals in the noise. What if some of those signals are not from distant stars, but from distant times? This idea stretches the boundaries of current science, yet the history of science is filled with the unimaginable becoming reality. We once thought the Earth was flat. We believed the stars were fixed points of light. Each discovery has expanded our cosmic horizons. Imagine a future civilization far more advanced than ours. They might understand the deep structure of time. Perhaps they have technologies that can send faint modulations through the fabric of space-time, not to change their past, our present, but perhaps to study it. The challenge is to learn how to listen. Consider the vastness of cosmic history. Countless stars born and dying, galaxies colliding, life emerging on a small blue planet. Our civilization, with its triumphs and follies, is a brief, bright spark in this immense darkness. If there are other intelligences, perhaps ancient ones, they might have witnessed the rise and fall of countless species across the cosmos. They might have seen it all before. What if such an advanced civilization possesses the means to observe other times? Not just through telescopes looking across light years, but through windows looking across eons. Our lives, our entire history, could be an open book to them. They might see our struggles, our joys, our fleeting moments as patterns in a grand cosmic tapestry. We build our cities, fight our wars, love our families. To them it might be like watching a sped-up film of a flower blooming and wilting. This idea can be unsettling to be observed without our knowledge, but it can also be humbling. It reminds us of our place in the universe. We are part of something much larger than ourselves. If we are being watched, it is not necessarily with malice. It could be with curiosity, with scientific detachment. Imagine a technology born from a profound understanding of space-time. Let us call it a chronarium. Not a machine for travel, but a vast observatory. Its sensors do not collect light from distant galaxies. Instead, they detect the subtle imprints of events across time. It would be the ultimate historical archive, a window into any moment that ever was, or perhaps ever will be. Building such a chronarium would require a grasp of physics far beyond our current reach. It might involve manipulating exotic matter, or tapping into higher dimensions if they exist. The device would not be a crystal ball showing a fixed future. Rather, it might reveal probabilities, the shimmering echoes of potential pasts and futures. It would be a tool of immense power and immense responsibility for any civilization that wielded it. The observers using the chronarium would be like cosmic archaeologists, sifting through the layers of time, witnessing the birth of stars, the formation of planets, the dawn of life. They could study critical junctures in history, the moments that shape destinies. They could learn from the triumphs and mistakes of civilizations long gone, all without interfering, observing, learning, understanding. If observation across time is possible, what about travel? The idea of time travel captivates the human imagination, from ancient myths to modern science fiction. But what would it truly entail? It would not be like stepping into a magical phone booth. It would likely involve navigating the very structure of space-time, riding the currents of the temporal ocean we imagined earlier. A vessel designed for such journeys, a chronoship, would be a marvel of engineering. It would need to withstand unimaginable forces. It would need to navigate paradoxes. The dangers would be immense, not just to the traveler, but to the integrity of the timeline itself. Perhaps this is why we see no obvious visitors from the future. Maybe the journey is too perilous, or maybe there are strict rules, cosmic traffic laws for the corridors of time. Imagine explorers from a distant future, venturing back, not as conquerors, but as scientists, anthropologists of the past. Our perception of time is deeply personal. It speeds up when we are joyful, and it drags when we are bored or anxious. For a creature with a lifespan of a day, a human life seems eternal. Yet for a star which lives for billions of years, our entire civilization is merely a blink. Time, then, is not an absolute metronome ticking at the same rate for everyone, everywhere. It is relative. It's a matter of perspective. Einstein's theories of relativity revolutionized our understanding. Gravity warps space-time. The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time relative to a stationary observer. These are not just theories. They are experimentally verified facts. GPS satellites must account for these relativistic effects to function accurately. Time is more pliable, more flexible than our intuition suggests. It is part of the physical fabric of the universe. Imagine beings who experience time on vastly different scales. A civilization that lives for millions of years. Their perception of change, of progress, would be entirely different from ours. What if the Watchers are not alien? What if they are not from some distant future unrelated to us? What if the observers are, in some profound way, ourselves? Humanity evolved beyond recognition. Having mastered time, perhaps they look back at their own origins, their own ancient past, us. This is a cyclical view of existence. Civilizations rise. They reach incredible heights of knowledge and power, perhaps even transcending their physical limitations, and then, what? Do they simply vanish, or do they become something else, something so advanced, so different that we would not recognize them as our descendants? They might have forgotten their own humble beginnings, or view them with a detached, scholarly interest. If we are being observed, what does it mean for humanity? Does it diminish our significance, or does it elevate it? Perhaps being part of a larger cosmic awareness gives our fleeting lives a different kind of meaning. Our actions, our choices, our struggles, they are not lost in an uncaring void. They are potentially data points, lessons, stories in the grand archive of time. The act of observation in quantum physics can change the outcome of an experiment. Could cosmic observation have a similar subtle effect on the observed? Not in a deterministic way, controlling our actions, but perhaps by weaving our existence into a larger pattern. A pattern that only becomes clear from a perspective outside our own limited slice of time. Our lives become threads in an unimaginably complex tapestry. This awareness could inspire us to live more thoughtfully, to strive for a better future, knowing that our chapter in the cosmic story might be read by others. It encourages a sense of responsibility, not just to ourselves or our immediate descendants, but to the continuum of time itself, to leave a legacy worthy of being observed. So we return to the central haunting question. Are we being watched? The universe is vast, time is deep. Our understanding is a small island in an ocean of mystery. We have explored possibilities, time as a mirror, signals from the future, advanced civilizations with technologies beyond our wildest dreams, even the idea that we might be our own forgotten observers. These are not definitive answers. They are invitations to wonder, to explore, to keep asking the big questions. Science thrives on such questions. It is a process of peeling back layers of reality, each revelation leading to deeper, more profound inquiries. The search for understanding our place in time is one of the grandest adventures of the human intellect. It connects us to the very fabric of existence. The notion that the impossible might be watching us is a powerful one. It challenges our complacency. It pushes the boundaries of our imagination. What seems impossible today may be commonplace tomorrow. The history of human thought is a testament to this. Flying machines, communicating across oceans instantly,